I find it incredibly frustrating. Torrent Freak has an article which is basically this. It says Call of Duty cheat defendants disappear off map for respawn. Now, I'm asking the question, because they're accusing them of basically trafficking and circumvention devices in violation of the DCMA. But I looked up the DCMA and the law, and because I wanted to know what the scope of the fucking circumvention clause was ultimately about, to just check to see uh, what the anti-circumvention clause of the DCMA was actually in this whole thing. And I'm looking at the law, and no person shall circumvent a technological measure that effectively controls access to a work protected under this title. The prohibition contained in the preceding sentence shall take effect at the end of the second year period, beginning on the date of the enactment of this chapter. The prohibition contained in subparagraph A shall not apply to persons who are users of a copyrighted work, which is a particular class of work, if such persons are likely to be in the succeeding 3 year period adversely affected by virtue of such a prohibition in their ability to make non-infringing uses of that particular class of works under this title. So basically, what we're seeing here, you know, is okay. I want to focus in on effectively controls access to a work prohibited under this title. You know, so that word is it narrows the scope on what the DCMA actually applies to down to think certain like devices and things that uh, alter who can access or run a program in its full and uncrippled basically state, because of the fact that there's a copyright on it, which means that it enables a person to basically get the game or without paying for the game. And that's the only thing the DCMA is meant to. Its anti-circumvention clause is actually meant to apply to. So if it's a different type of circumvention, like say Activision creates a system that's meant to detect and crack down on cheating, and then a cheat device manufacturer comes along and finds a way to sabotage that engine and circumvent that engine, that is not actually under the scope of DCMA protections or a violation of Activision's patents at all, nor if anybody else were to sue a cheat device maker would it actually fall under the scope of their patents. The DCMA is very explicit. It's in black and white. It's only about things that enable you to circumvent the access controls that would prevent a person from playing the game without paying for the game. So if a person pays for a game under the DCMA, they're allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to alter the functionality and play that game in whatever fucking way they want. And Activision can fucking cope and suck dick over it. The courts should fine Activision for number one, bringing forward a frivolous lawsuit here, and two, force them to pay the defendant's court fees.